Hi, welcome back to Let's Create part 2 of Frankenstein covers. Alright, so this one has seam binding as a closure, and it closed like that, and I put a bead here and a bead on the other side. This one's fabric. Again, I'm not really good at sewing, so I stitched here and I covered the outside with lace, and I glued this down, the seam binding on the back. Oh my goodness. So you open it up and it's backwards. So you open it up, and I created a little pocket here, which I glued in the back, but I stitched it first and then I glued it on so it holds a pen. I made another little pocket here and I put a pin. I don't know what you call those pins. They look like bulbs. So I don't know if it's bulb pins or what, but I put that little trinket there, and seam binding in the middle, and I kind of made it a pocket and it holds it there. So if you can see my stitching, I'm not really good, but it looks cute. And then the book, this is hardcover, so this, I recycled a book. I gutted it out. I put elastics on the outside, and then you can just put any type of notebook in here. This is a regular notebook, but I put paper on it and decorated it. So when these are done, you take them out, toss them, and replace them. I cover the inside, I put a little embellishment on there, and voila, it is done. So you put it back in here, close it up, and I mean, I have moved it everywhere from place to place in my room, and since I made it, you know, I'm from here to there to there to there, and the book has not slipped off. So I know that that would be a question, does it flip out since it doesn't have like a pocket? But look, it doesn't come off. So second one I made is in here. I kind of put them like this so they won't get messed up. On this one, I did a ribbon with different fibers and ribbons. I tied it on top, and I put lace on here. Again, this is a hardcover. It's a book. Sorry, I was out of focus. It's a book, and I gutted out. I put seam binding for the closure, and I put a little flower since it went with the, this is resin, since it went with the theme. I covered the book and I put little gems inside the flowers. I don't know if you can see that. Lace around it. You open it up. I covered the inside too. I made a pocket, and there's a few cards, journaling cards that I stuck in there. Again, this is elastic, but this one I kind of hit the elastic on this book, and I made little covers with little oh my gosh, my brain, paper clips. Here we go. Oh, okay. And I put paper in here, plain printing paper, and on each page I stamped it. I did the same thing with this one. Did a paper clip, embellishments, and they go, see where the rope is? And then this is just a regular notebook that I put in there. It came with a pocket, so I did another little journaling tag, pocket in the back, and I made a book. Oopsie. Did I do that right? Yeah, a little prayer booklet. So yeah, and then that's the back. And I did the little gems on the middle of each flower, and then I put a button on this side. So okay, I'm not gonna put it away. Let me skip to the next one. I don't want the video to be too long. This is my other book. Again, these are all made from recycled book, okay? I put the elastics in here, distressed the edges, and put paper on here. You can see that I inked up the sides. I use stickers. I use ephemera on this one. The closure is made out of rope, and you open it up. I did the same thing inside. I made pockets. I made a few, they look like, I don't know what you call this, descending or ladder. I kind of made each of them a little bit smaller. I made another booklet. I'm not going to open it, but I made another booklet, and I put a grommet in there. Not a grommet, an eyelid on there. Put rope. And again, this is just a standard notebook that you can put in there. And I made a pocket and another little booklet on that one. And that's the back. So on here, I didn't put an eyelid because it's a book and it's hardcover, so it didn't recall one. Next one, these are my Frankenstein ones. I made this cover. Again, I used this one. This is seam binding, but what I did with this one, usually normally they look like this. They're pressed. This one, I opened it up like that. Of course, I'm going to iron it out, but I haven't gotten to that point because I'm packing. So before I give it away, that's what I'm going to do. I made a pocket in the front, lace down. This is fabric, and I put lace to cover my crazy sewing, Cricut sewing seams. I did this like the first video with my art book. I did a cover. I sewed it around, put lace here to cover the seams. I did booklets on this one. Again, I put another notebook, a standard notebook with a pocket in the back and a little tag, mason jar tag. And here, this is another booklet that I made. Has a pocket inside, writing. These sheets are from those little kids books where they learn how to write. That's what I bought, and I folded and I put them in there. I believe there's 6 sheets, so it's, if you fold it, it's 12 sheets. They're like this big and you can fold them. So I was just experimenting. That's who I am. I experiment. And then I made a little booklet from pages that I had from a clearance in Michael's. And I placed it in here, closed it up, and I distressed this with ink. I put it in there. Voila. Frankenstein. Then, last but not least, I think this is my favorite. Remember that I showed you on the first video the black and white. Now this one is, see the netting, this one is red. That's the one I was talking about in the first video. And I put, it still has those webbings from the glue gun. This one's black and white, and I used jewels on this one. I did too put the little jewels on the, not all of them, just the main ones. I didn't want to overwhelm it. Again, I use seam binding, and this one opens up in 3. Here, see? And here I put ribbon on here just so I could hide the seam. And this is coming undone, so this is how I do it. I just tap it, and it keeps it from fraying. And then I put a pocket for the pens inside or whatever. I put a pocket here. I made another, this is a regular notebook, see? Regular notebook. And I just decorated the back. Slips right into the pocket. I didn't measure. I just took the notebook, took the piece of fabric. I went, okay, that's it. It fits. And I don't know if you can see my sewing. It's not that great, but it kind of looks cute. And on this one, I put an elastic to hold it instead of like the first one that I tied it. I put the elastic here. And if you can see my sewing around, I'm not that great, but you know. This is, again, I put elastic here, and this is a book. I covered it and put just words on it. I put another pocket, mason pocket here. This is a regular notebook. So as you can see, it's just a regular notebook, and I put it in here. But that was just one because that's what fit in there. Okay, and I slip it in here. Oh, there we go. Close it this way, and I tie it up. And these are my Frankenstein books. I hope that I have inspired you in any way to create your own. I would appreciate it if you would share my videos if you think someone else can be inspired by this. If you like, leave a comment below and tell me what you think of my Frankenstein books. And subscribe if you like these random videos that I make. I'm not good at tutorials. I'm better at walkthroughs, so I'm sorry about that. I'm not a tutorial girl. I'm a process girl. Yeah, I'll show you the process, how I create things. My mind is like, I don't know, a process. Anyway, thank you for tuning in and taking time out to look at this. I hope that, again, I inspired you. So remember, go discover, explore, and don't forget to pass it on. Inspire someone else. I'll see you on my next video. Bye.